Head on a swivel, high like an eagle. Heart of a rebel, truth shakes the devil. Straight shooter, stand on my purpose. Word on the purpose, I got the nerves. Butterflies corner, butterflies lounge, butterflies corner. News gets around. Shout out to the Thank you, Buttercup. Head on a swivel, high like an eagle. Heart of a rebel, truth shames the devil. Straight shooter, stand on my purpose. Word on the purpose, I got them nervous. Butterflies corner, butterflies lounge, butterflies corner. News gets around. Butterflies float around me and Newzy. Butterfly float around me and Newzy. And where my buttercups? Wherever I go, there's no butterfly. Shout out to my number one hater. Butterfly float around, flying high, lay in the sunshine, love in the sunshine. Fly, butterfly, spread your wings, lay in the sunshine, love in the sunshine. We are the sunshine. Hey, salutations, and welcome back to ButterFlii Corner. How are you guys doing out here on this YouTube universe? I hope all is well with everyone. Yes, happy Taco Tuesday, terrific Tuesday. My baby turned 21 today, Tuesday. Shout out to the Geminis in the building. Gemini season has officially started. Yes, y'all. My baby's birthday is today, but you know your girl was floating around being newsy. And y'all know when they fuck with my boo Wanda J. Blige, I gotta come and put my 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cent in the mix, okay? But Buttercups, I have to handle something real quick, so I'm gonna have to put the elevator music on. Don't y'all go nowhere. Y'all buckle up and get y'all beverages ready. And please make sure you hit that free 99 like button. All right, Buttercups, let's go. In the building we are. Let's go. Up. All right, Buttercups. All right, all right, all right. Top of the Tuesday morning. I'm sorry about that, Buttercups. We back, we back in full effect. Top of the morning. Happy Taco Tuesday. Terrific Tuesday. It's my baby's birthday. Tuesday. Top of the morning, Buttercups. Y'all know. I miss y'all too, Buttercups. Trust me, okay? I miss our regular scheduled program just as much as y'all do. But we are working our way back to our regularly scheduled program. So shout out to all my Buttercups for sticking it out with your girl. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. But anywho, Buttercups floating around being newsy. And I had to go catch up because I didn't know what the hell was going on. But y'all know Wanda J. Blige is a name that pays, but we'll get into that. Let's do roll call real quick. Woo! Top of the morning, Buttercups. It's beautiful out here and Bing. I might come back later and pop the grill. You know, I don't know. I'm gonna see how things work out because my baby don't even want his mama to do nothing. But today is almost 80 degrees, and y'all know we love to grill. So make sure y'all logged into that TikTok, okay? Because that's where we're gonna be grilling at, where we can play our music with no issues, okay? Top of the morning, my beautiful Buttercup. Let's do roll call. Dottie, salutations, beautiful. Top of the morning. Our beautiful girl Francis is in the building. Satin baby doll. Salutations. If they in blue, they for us. Shout out to the hardest working mod squad on these YouTube streets. Okay. Shout out to my mod squad. Miss Eva Walker. Salutations, beautiful. Shout out to all my members too. Thank you guys for joining the membership. Listen, Buttercup, we're gonna get to it. Red, salutations, beautiful. Top of the morning. Yes, you finally caught it live. And look, baby, I haven't been live that often. So shoot, it worked out for both of us. Okay. Now I know we're supposed to go see the camera retrial today, y'all, but your girl, we'll try again tomorrow to make it, okay, Buttercups? But we couldn't make it today, which I really wanted to make it because I believe the defense is gonna make their closing arguments for anybody that's been following the Cameron retrial. But I definitely want to head over there and get into that. But anywho, salutations, my beautiful Red. Ariel, salutations, beautiful. Okay, I know. Listen, Ariel, we got to take our breaks. We got to keep our mental together. We got 22 in the building, 23. Please make sure y'all hit that free 99 like button, all right? Yes, Ariel, we got to take our breaks. Got to keep our sanity out here, especially in these YouTube streets, baby. Between the Diddy trial, the Karen Reed trial, Trump passing all these crazy-ass laws, it's just a lot going on, Buttercup. So we got to definitely make sure we stick on our mental health, especially with this Diddy stuff. It's very triggering. And to see the amount of people that sympathize with a predator or make excuses for his predatory behavior that we all know existed because there's been whispers. And you might as well, you know what I'm saying? How they say that? Because it really ain't been no whispers. Everybody knew what type of time it was when it came to Diddy. Okay, so I don't even know what's all this predatory sympathizing that's going on, and these young girls wanted it and all this other dumb crap. Okay, but no type of nothing, no responsibility for the adult that was in the situation. This shit is just, it's mind blowing, Buttercups. It's mind blowing. It's very triggering, and it just peels back a lot of layers on the dysfunction in our community, in our society as a whole. When we can make excuses for grown-ass predators and their predatory behavior and blame the child who is still growing and learning and figuring life out for why a predator was able to take advantage of them. Y'all know we got some serious, deep freaking trauma, freaking shit going on in our community. Anywho, I get sidetracked. I'm sorry. Salutations, my beautiful Lucy, aka Queen Barb. Yeah, top of the morning, Miss Beverly. Hey, beautiful. Top of the morning. Yes, I think I got all my chat, Buttercups. Our beautiful aka. Yes, did y'all like the video? We got 25 in the building. Please make sure y'all hit that free 99 like button. You know, my algorithm is a little messed up because your girl ain't been coming that live that often. And, you know, we trying to get back on our schedule. I do hope y'all enjoy the content that I have been able to bring. Like I said, it's going to be a beautiful day here. It's my son's 21st birthday. So I'm going to try to see if I could, you know, muster up a little cookout, a little something for him. He don't really want nothing. So it'll probably be just us Buttercups on the grill, chilling and grilling. We'll see what the day brings. But anyway, moving along. So yeah, I just heard some scuttlebutt about my boo Wanda J. Blige and she's lying and blah 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 blah. And I asked, shout out to Bro Chat. Okay, shout out to Bro Chat. My beautiful Kiwa, DJ Neek. Thank you, Buttercups. Yes, my baby 21 today. No more babies for me. You know what? I believe when I was watching her interview, she said that it was back up, but I will double check. I will double check, girl, Francis, because I know that she said there was something going on. I believe she said a couple of her social media accounts was hacked and she had some things to figure out. But I believe when she did the interview with Bro Chat, she said it was back up. But I will definitely double check. Thank you, Buttercups. I will be sure to tell my Papa Bear. I sure will. Maybe I'll get him to come and tell y'all thank you for himself. We'll see how that goes. Y'all know. My baby. Okay, Mr. Bougie. Not bougie though, bougie. Okay. No problem. No problem. I hope it's back up. But yeah, so people are still mad about this fucking old ass situation that I don't even know why people are still mad. At the end of the day, she brought up Wanda J. Blige baby daddy, so Wanda J. Blige brought up her baby daddy or who is the baby daddy and all of that. So at the end of the day, it is what it is and it ain't what it ain't. I don't even know why we are still talking about this shit. I mean, I can see why Bro Chat interviewing her for the first time is going to question her about, you know, things that were controversial about her in her time on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So I can see why they brought that back up. I just don't get the but Wanda J. Blige is a name in the past. We know the Garbage Pail Kids ain't had much to talk about, ain't had shit much to do. They're still trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying, their life outside of Melanie, you know what I'm saying, and her spoiling the show and giving them shit to talk about the show. So, you know, the new rumor, the show's canceled, of course, because they don't have no information that they can use because Melanie is no longer on the show to spill and share the information. So now they're just making up shit, and then they got these frivolous lawsuits back and forth with each other. So it's just a whole bunch of bullshit as far as it comes to the Garbage Pail Kids. Now, and I just don't even get why 5011 videos need to be made about shit that we're over. We are like over this bullshit, okay? She talked about Wanda J. Blige baby daddy. Wanda J. Blige talking about her damn baby daddy. I don't get what the issue is, but we already know what the issue is. You know, she's a perpetual victim. She can say all type of crazy shit out her fucking mouth, and then, you know, everybody's supposed to just let it slide because Martell cheated on her. Like she the only bitch that ever got cheated on. But yeah, you know, same old stupid pucus fucking ram fucking peon bullshit. But so I guess they're re-mad at Wanda J. Blige now. Uh what can you do, people? What can you do? I think Wanda J. Actually, I really appreciate it. Well, they made it normal, Beverly. Beautiful. I know you've been kind of trying to catch on to the Love and Marriage Huntsville sector because you don't really care about this shit. But yeah, they've made money off of it. They've made money pretending that this lady was a victim somehow and, you know, promoting all this propaganda and covering up for whenever she did some fuck shit and making her look like she's always in the right and everybody else is always in the wrong. Especially when they respond to fuck shit that she has done. So, you know, it's just okay, it just be like that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Nun, salutations, beautiful. I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, they definitely was because you know she wanted to come out and try to rope everybody else into her lawsuit that only she got sued for, and she tried to bring everybody else into it. That was a whole nother fallout behind that bull crap because she went around telling people how to report on their page. Hey, friend, salutations, friend, top of the morning. How you doing, friend? Yeah, so everybody re-mad at Wanda J. Blige and she's a liar and blah, 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 blah. But there ain't really nothing she lied about. She explained to how that whole shit came about, which is exactly how that came about. Melanie Cherie Rogers, aka Hulk, whatever the fuck you want to call the bitch, basement bully, uh, went on at Carlos King's show at that time and brought up Letitia's father being in her DMs. So Wanda J. Blige fucking fired back. Clap back. It's called a clap back. So Wanda J. Blige hit her live on her, I believe her Instagram or Facebook, and fired back at the heifer. But when Wanda J. Blige did it, it was a problem. But y'all know how that go. That was always the theme with them Garbage Pail Kids and Homegirl, with her trying to make her the victim in every situation, even though half of the time she started the shit. It's regular bullshit. I'm just like confused on why everybody re-mad again, but I think I answered the question for myself. Do that. That's what I'm saying, friend. This is what I'm so confused about. First of all, I don't get the hate watching. They took their ass over there to watch her interview, knowing goddamn well they don't like Wanda J. Blige. But that's why I said she's the name that pays. Because what else would they be talking about? And of course, they want you to talk about it, friend. Of course. And I don't see what the fuck. I feel like that's one of her best interviews. Out of all the interviews, I feel like there was so much more clarity, and I love the example she used, as far as why Letitia didn't run up under a bitch that called her fucking ops, not enemy. Well, she did call her an enemy and her ops. Why she didn't run up to be Captain Save a Hole and tell a bitch about something that she already knew about. You know what I'm saying? So I really think Wanda J. Blige did the damn thing, and she made a lot of sense to me. Why would a motherfucker who the bitch came out here on national TV and internet claiming that Letitia was her enemy? So, but Letitia was somehow supposed to run up under her and tell her about some shit that she already knew about because she did it in front of Letitia. And then allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curve is what came out at the reunion last season. Well, this ending season that we just came up out of, or whatever last season, however you want to call it. But yeah, I mean, my point from day one was basically what Wanda J. Blige said. Why the fuck would Letitia and Marceau need to run up under her and tell her about something that's going on in her life when she done spent the better half of her existence on this show trying to paint Marceau as a cheater, trying to make people make fun of Letitia's dialect, trying to call Letitia dumb, all type of crazy shit. Why the fuck why would Letitia run up behind her and be a Captain Save a Hoe? They just never make no sense with none of the bullshit that they be talking about. And Letitia and Marceau still played nice for me for a bitch that was trying to destroy my marriage and then went and got my cousin to come out here and then try to destroy my motherfucking marriage. Because we just not going to act like that. Melanie did not admit on that reunion stage that she did go get Kiki to speak to who she felt like Letitia was. We're never gonna act like that it didn't happen, and the bitch admitted to it. But they don't ever want to talk about that either. She admitted to the fact that she went and got Kiki specifically to attack her own family. She admitted that shit right on that reunion stage, but they don't ever want to talk about that neither. You know. So I don't know, friend. Yeah, gag us anyway, friend. Come and give it to us. Hey, shout out to my mod squad. It's my beautiful living for me. Shout out to all the buttercups that I missed doing roll call. Top of the morning to my buttercups coming in. But yeah, I don't listen. Okay, yeah, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to the reality. That bitch took her ass or reality with the nightcaps or whatever show Carlos King had. I forgot the name. Shout out to Carlos King. He's had many. But yeah, she brought her ass up there and wanted to be cute. And then when the crowd was laughing and ha ha and he and the bitch thought it was funny. But when it was time for the shoe to be on the other foot, oh, you're talking about my kid. The victim in every situation. I mean, if we let Melanie run shit, she's the victim. Everybody else is at fault. She ain't never said no slick shit out her motherfucking mouth, which we all know she's always said slick shit out her mouth. But she thinks she's the only one that should be able to say slick shit out her mouth. But when you really think about the psychology behind it, I'm starting to believe not only did she really think that she was the smartest motherfucker in the room, but she did expect a certain amount of loyalty because she claimed that this was her show and her idea and blah, 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 blah. So she expected these people to be so loyal that even when she did fuck shit, they was supposed to ignore it and act like it didn't exist. But you heard Kimmy, every time they said something about her shit, they had to have a whole group meeting, because she was so offended. She's always offended about what's said about her, but nobody's supposed to be offended about the shit she said out of her mouth. Yeah, so I guess we're re-mad at Wanda J. Blige. Right, and making money. Yeah, I don't see why, friend. I tell you, go ahead and gag it, friend, because you know we love your gags anyway. So go ahead and gag it. But you know they're gonna be mad at you. Make sure you got your be going spray ready, up and loaded, okay, friend? Because you know they're gonna be mad. Hmm. Right, go to the principal's office in the basement. That part right there. They always had to go, okay. Oh, Mars, can one of y'all shoot? I had a hard time finding it today too, friend, this morning when I was trying to catch up. Cause they have a whole nother bro chat, but the way they spell they bro chat is different. So one of my mod squad members, if y'all can go grab the link for Wanda J. Blige interview. Cause I remember when I talked to Wanda J. Blige like a couple of weeks ago, maybe last week. No, I think it was a couple of weeks ago. She did tell me that they had reached out to her for an interview. And I said, shoot, go ahead, go for Wanda J. Blige, handle your business, okay? So I was aware that they had reached out to her, but I hadn't been able to catch up with her to see if she was gonna actually do it. But shout out to the beautiful Wanda J. Blige. Yeah, and making fun of her dialect and all of that bullshit all over again, whatever. But that feeds into that house nigga, field nigga syndrome that they got going on. Oh, they just dropped it, friend. They go to link. Yeah. Yeah, it's still wiping the coal out your eyes, blowing you up to go talk about some old shit, huh, friend? That sounds about right for the garbage pail kids. Blowing your phone up for some old shit. And they're gonna have a nerve. But this is what killed me. So I'm reading the comments. I had to go leave my own little comment. This is what killed me, right? One of the comments, oh, she didn't think about the kids seeing this later on when they grow up. Bitch, did Martell and Melanie think about their kids seeing this shit later on when they grow up? How are we holding people more responsible for their own kids? Like, how we holding Wanda J. Blige more responsible than all the nonsense and nasty, disgusting bullshit that Melanie and Martell have done out here on these public platforms to play and use their kids' trauma for money and fame? So we more mad at Wanda J. Blige for one little incident compared to the 7 years worth of bullshit that Melanie and Martell got going on this internet for them kids to come up and find. Y'all better miss me with that bullshit. Y'all better miss me with that bullshit. Melanie and Martell have done enough damage to their own fucking kids with not being able to be adult and handle their motherfucking situation, and got a whole bunch 7 years worth of bullshit on this internet of them fighting back and forth, putting their kids' trauma out there for motherfuckers to make money off of. Because I will never let y'all motherfuckers live down that bitch Queen Desperate, a.k.a. fucking Queen Sheba, came out here, named the child, and then accused the child of being groomed by her father. Now, say that was to happen. Why would that be some shit for you to click your button and come out here and talk about? But nobody got shit to say about that. Ain't nobody worried about the kid being able to find that bullshit on the internet, though, right? Oh, okay. And we know Queen Desperate is Melanie's team, okay? She done hosted gigs for Melanie, so she's real intertwined with Melanie. Melanie didn't have a problem with that lady coming out here putting her daughter's trauma out here for clicks and views and money. So why the fuck are we holding Wanda J. Blige responsible for one little fucking incident when we got 7 years worth of them fucking parents acting a fucking fool on national TV and the motherfucking internet? Bitch, hold their parents responsible for what the fuck they allowed to happen and what the fuck's gonna be out here. We know that Van, Melanie's mother, was sending court documents to bloggers. So we're not gonna hold Van responsible neither for the trauma that she shared and passed around for her grandkids to find one day. Yeah, y'all can miss me with the bullshit. Y'all could just miss me with the hypocritical bullshit. The only people I'm holding responsible for the bullshit that's going to be out here for them kids to later on come out and find is Martell and Melanie. That's it. That's all. Because those are their kids. They have the motherfucker to protect their kids. Let's not forget Melanie is fighting to put her kids on social media. Let's be clear. Melanie filed a motion to make money off of her kids and their trauma and what the fuck they going through. But we supposed to be mad at Wanda J. Blige. And that is in legal court documents. That is in black and white that bitch want to use her kids for money and fame. That is in black and white. That was filed in a real fucking courthouse. But nobody want to talk about that neither though, right? Correct. Let's blame Wanda J. Blige for some old ass shit. That the only people that are responsible for protecting their fucking kids did not protect them. But y'all want to have that conversation. Melanie and Martell failed their motherfucking kids with the bullshit that they came out here and did on national TV and social media. So if you ain't gonna hold the motherfucking parents that birthed them and made them responsible, leave Wanda J. Blige the fuck alone. With some old ass shit any fucking way. Yeah, it's very divisive. It is. It don't make no sense. It don't make not a bit of sense at all. Fuck up out of here. Them motherfuckers sold their kids trauma for money and fame. Yeah, I will say that they didn't protect them. I do feel like that. And homegirl Melanie's still fighting to put them on social media. Make that shit make sense. So is she trying to protect her kids or is she trying to make money off of them? Because social media is the nastiest motherfucking place you can put children and want to have children on. But as long as she can make money off her kids, she ain't got no fucking problem exposing them. Let's have that conversation. Y'all don't want to have that conversation? You know the legal document that she wanted everybody to read out, that she had her lawyer file? Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Hold on 1 second, Buttercup. And then it's the fact that they only think her kids are supposed to be protected. All the nasty shit that they said about Arion's daughter and son. I'm not talking about Arion, okay? They can feel how they want to feel about that grown woman. But the shit that they said about her son and her daughter. It's the hypocrites for me, baby. Y'all didn't have no problem hitting y'all live buttons talking very disgusting and nasty about children that y'all do not know. So miss me with the fake fucking outrage. It's all just fake and manipulative. Very manipulative. Because these are the same raggedy bitches that hit their live button to rag, tag, and drag children their motherfucking self. Oh, fake mad bitches. That part right there, none. Right. Nobody want to talk about how she sold her own kids trauma for money and fame. Everybody want blame Wanda J. Blige for some bullshit that they took and threw out of proportion. Yeah, I'm happy that they father, Martell, fought for them to have a normal life. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Martell's the only one that really tried to protect his kids as far as social media. He the one who put in the court order that he don't want his kids on social media. This bitch over there fighting to have her kids on social media. But we ain't never supposed to point out shit like that. We ain't never supposed to notice shit like that though, right? Right. Okay. And she's still passing her kids' pictures along to certain Garbage Pail Kids for them to make money off of. Let that sink in. They still getting pictures of these kids that ain't supposed to be on social media because it's a court order. Let it have been Martell court ordered not to put the kids on social media. Oh, them motherfuckers with a call been ringing up that goddamn courthouse. Talk about how this man got his kids on social media. But because it's Melanie, it's okay. Gotcha. Make that shit make sense. She's so worried about protecting her damn kids. She wouldn't be filing to have them on social media. That bitch fighting in court to have them on social media and still be undermining the fucking court ruling. Still be making sure the Garbage Pail Kids get pictures of her kids to share all over social media. Y'all see that bullshit? Y'all sure do. It's very weird. I've always found it weird. But let Martell post his kids. These motherfuckers will be up in arms talking shit about this man posting his kids. But they ain't got no problem with no strangers that just making money off of clicks and views posting them. All over the internet. AKA all over the internet. Hey, number one, Buttercup. Salutations, Buttercup. It's very weird. And, but I had to come and put my 2 cents in because I'm just like, I know y'all got to be lying. I know. And then when I went and watched the interview and seen it was about, some shit that happened, they was, like I said, why they asked the questions. This is their first time entering Wanda J. Blige. There was a lot of conflict, especially with her and Melanie and the back and forth. So it made sense why they asked her that. Hey, one awesome grandma. Salutations. Listen, okay, all over the internet. Yes, please make sure y'all hit up that like button, okay? Top of the morning, Buttercups. Top of the morning, y'all. Okay, you were best. Listen, that's just my point, Buttercups. Everybody grown, everybody gonna do what they want to do. Opinions like assholes, we all got them, okay? Different strokes for different folks. In my opinion, Martell and Melanie did not protect their kids. I will not be holding Wanda J. Blige responsible for one incident where she brought up who's the baby daddy. Because of what Martell said on a very public social media platform, Dr. Heavenly's. Just in case y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Let's bring this shit all the way back. Like Melanie said, let's start from the beginning. The beginning is, bitch, you went on Nightcap talk about Letitia's father being in your DMs. So the beginning is that's what the fuck happened, bitch. Yeah, there's a beginning that y'all don't want to talk about. There's a beginning that y'all don't want to talk about, okay? Get the goddamn likes up. Top of the morning, Buttercups. We got 42 in the building. Hey, lovely. Yep. And that part right there. Not only was she taking them out of school to fly to LA, but she wasn't even keeping up with their doctor's appointments. Let's not forget Martell's petition that he filed. Not only was she taking them out of school to try to keep up with Stormy, she was also missing doctor's appointments. She was also having her mother babysit them, which there's a court order that their grandmother, Vanessa Van, ain't supposed to be watching them. Not on no every day of the week type bullshit when they supposed to be in school any goddamn way. And from my understanding, Van lived 45 minutes out from Melanie. So why the fuck she got the kids during the week when they supposed to be in school? And if you're going to have them as a grandmother, you didn't think it was wise to take them to school? But I digress. This is shit that they don't want us talking about, Buttercups. This is shit that they don't want us talking about. They always want to talk about what Melanie whining and crying about, but they don't ever want to talk about the other side of the coin, what Martell's gripes are. Yeah. Pulling them out of school to fly to LA to keep up with Stormy. Yep, she sure did. That's what Martell said she did. And missing doctor's appointments. Yep, sure did. Yeah. I don't know how true that is now. That's what Martell said in his filing. Allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curve. It's just what the father said. But once again, this is shit that the Garbage Pail Kids run out here to put out. Now, mind you, they love putting this shit out here. So I find it real funny that they're now in the comments down to the bro chat talk about Wanda J. Blige putting some shit out there that's going to be on the internet forever. As if the shit that they ain't put out there ain't going to be out there forever. Make it make sense. Y'all wasn't worried about them kids when y'all was putting shit out there about them. Not one single solitary bit. And if you think them kids are gonna love y'all, strangers, over over them loving their father, y'all are really batshit crazy. Y'all think y'all more important than the motherfucking father. Don't give a fuck about none of the nasty ass shit that y'all done said about him and put out here about him that might affect the kids, because that is their motherfucking father, and that can never fucking change. Never. But nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck about their mental or how they would feel to have their parent that they love very much so dragged and ragged and tagged. Nobody's worrying about that trauma for them. Right. Make that shit make sense. Can't take these motherfucking garbage pail kids serious at all. At all. Not one single solitary bit. Yes, in the red phone crash outs. Okay, we'll be on the internet forever. Her putting bounties on people's heads, sending people to stalk random people. All that shit. Like, girl. Lucy, they think they more important to them than them fucking kids' father is to them. They think them kids are gonna give a fuck more about them than they do their own father. Make that shit make sense. Them kids don't know y'all fucking crazy deranged asses from a hole in the wall. But somehow they do think they more important than their kid's father. I'm trying to think of any kid that would be okay with their father being disparaged. No kid would. And that's my whole point about Melanie and Martell putting their kids in the middle of this shit and not protecting their kids. Well, I don't know, Buttercups. It's looking like Martell's more protective, if you ask me. She wanted to uproot these kids and take them out of their familiarity after they was already going through some traumatic shit. She wanted to make it more traumatic. Nobody ever points that bullshit out. They make it, oh, he's just trying to control me. No, bitch. He's trying to make sure his kids' mental stay straight because they already going through some shit. You want to pile on a whole bunch of shit. Then you going to record your daughter. Hold up, Buttercup. Hold the fuck up. That just made me think about the time she recorded her daughter and played it on national TV. Was that her protecting her child then? Was she, Melanie, protecting her child then when she recorded her daughter's phone call and then used it for a storyline on a show? Was she protecting her daughter then? Or was she using her child to get back at her ex-husband? To me, that's using your child and taking advantage of your child and invading your own child's privacy because you needed a storyline to keep up a narrative that you're just this loving wife that was done so wrong, but had no problem using your own child. So please leave Wanda J. Blige out y'all fucking propaganda ass bullshit. That part. None of it makes sense. None of it. That's why that one particular comment, I'm like, are you motherfucking serious? So y'all gonna really sit up here in this comment section and make Wanda J. Blige responsible for 7 years worth of bullshit and shenanigans that their own parents put out here. That's gonna live on the internet forever. Baby. Yes. Mm-hmm. That part too, none. Absolutely. Nope, she never did. Yep, I do. I do. But once again, like I said, these things, look, as a parent, parenting is hard. And it don't come with a handbook. And just from being a parent myself, I know how sometimes we be so caught up in our own shit that we got going on that we slack and lack sometimes. And that does affect our children. And that's just being honest. And that's just the reality of it, you know? I'm not. My thing is don't hold Wanda to a criteria that you're not holding their parents to, because their parents did way more damage than Wanda J. Blige could ever have done. There's 7 years worth of fucking bullshit out here of them, of Martell and Melanie showing their ass and not giving a fuck about how it's going to affect their kids. I would never take my son's conversation with his father and then come play it on a national platform just so I can make the father look like an asshole, when in actuality, I'm looking like an asshole because I'm violating my child's privacy because I want to be the fucking victim. It was. It was real sad. You know, and even the point where she brought them out with her to go stalk him down to a restaurant with Arion. But nobody, and y'all all think that shit was okay to put the kids in the middle of that shit? That's why I can never take the Garbage Pail seriously about none of the shit that they be going up in arms and crying and whining about. Because then they'll co-sign a bitch traumatizing her fucking kids. All for the sake of making her look a fucking better way. Bitch, that didn't make you look better. That make you look worse. If you ask me, dragging your kids to a situation that you ain't even fully fucking healed from or dealing with appropriately, you want to drag your kids into that bullshit. It'd been one thing if you stalked that man at the restaurant by yourself, like he stalked you by yourself with that person that you was allegedly sleeping with, that he caught you with. Allegedly, I don't know how true that is now. That's what Martell said. I don't know what the fuck you was doing with that nigga. But for you to show up in the restaurant with a motherfucking headscarf on, bitch, like you just rolled up out the bed. I don't know. Optics. I'm just saying optics. Okay? But what we didn't see was the children in the fucking background. So once again, if I'm going off of what both parents have displayed, now I'm only going off of what they displayed, it's given Martell was more protective of the kids than she's ever been. Y'all can be mad all the fuck you want. I don't give a fuck. I'm going off of what the parents have put out there. Her dumb ass took her kids to go stalk Martell and Arion. That's what her dumb ass did. And any parent in their right mind would not want to fucking expose their kids to no bullshit like that. Period. And you ain't gonna convince me otherwise. Sorry, not sorry. That was some bullshit. And she has steadily put them kids in the middle of her and Martell's bullshit. Just like he has. They both have been guilty of doing that. I ain't even gonna hold you. They both been guilty of doing that shit. But Melanie has done it in such a disgusting way. But everybody always seemed to give her a pass because she was cheated on. So because you was cheated on, it's okay for you to add extra trauma to your own fucking children. There's no way in hell Queen Sheba should have came out here naming Mariah. Queen Sheba put that shit out there. Let's be very fucking clear. And ain't no allegedly to it. She hit her motherfucking live button and wanted to give a backstory for Martell's filing that he filed. Okay? And named that child. That was the only person I ever heard name the actual children that Martell was saying was complaining about each thing. But Melanie was so desperate to make him look like he was crazy that she threw her own kids under the fucking bus. Because who is Queen Sheba to them kids? Not a motherfucking person, not a soul. Just some stranger that decided to ride up their mother's ass. So who the fuck was she to come out here and talk about that shit? Clicks and views. Moving along. Moving the fuck along. Will not be holding Wanda J. Blige responsible for some shit that they own parents ain't fucking worried about. Because if they was, they wouldn't have fucking did the half of the shit that they done did in the last 7 years. And the only one that wanted to protect their kids and is in black and white, and that court filing that the Garbage Pail kids wanted to hit they breaking news and come tell us about was Martell. Period. And that shit's in black and white. Very much so. Moving right along. Now the next thing is they want to keep claiming the show's canceled, the show's canceled, the show's canceled. Remember I told y'all when I first figured out that Basement Bully, aka Melanie, was gonna be exiting that show. I told y'all that she was gonna try to burn down the whole house. She wants it to look like they can't survive without her. And I already told y'all that was the meal ticket she was riding on for so long anyway. That's why she assembled the Garbage Pail Kids so it can make it look like she was the star of the show. And you know, so she always banked off of her so-called following. And I don't even really think it's that she had a bigger following. I just think the people that like the other cast members don't really feed into the social media shenanigans of it all. They're not really, they have lives. They have real jobs. They follow the show. They might follow a little bit of the social media shit, but they wasn't as invested as the Garbage Pail Kids because, the Garbage Pail Kids was making money. So I don't know. I don't really think you could say she has the bigger fan base. You could say they're more vocal. Absolutely more vocal. And anybody that had a difference of opinion, they definitely symbiote and try to attack. What was that lady's name? Allegedly, Kamisha. She's another content creator that was doing the show. Until this woman has a real, allegedly, rumor has a word on the curve. She has a real domestic violence situation going on. And these people doxed her because she had a difference of opinion. These people thought it was okay to put her and her family in danger because they didn't like what she had to say about Melanie. But see, this is the disgusting shit that they have done. Anybody that has a difference of opinions, they have hounded them and bothered them to the point where they don't even want to report on the show no more. They didn't want to report on the show no more, so it made it seem like they was dominating because they would bully anybody that had a difference of opinion. Pretty much what you're trying to do right now with the Wanda J. Blige interview. Now, they're the first ones in the comment section. For them not to like that woman, they always be the first ones. Let me tell you something, okay? If Wanda J. Blige gonna be there, trust and believe them Garbage Pail Kids gonna be right there with her. They're always the first. Okay? Always. You can always count on that for sure. For sure. Keep shining. Keep smiling. It's Wanda J. Blige. You will always be the name that pays. Okay. Y'all know I can't sing words of lick. But yeah, Buttercups. That's my take on it. And then, like I said, now the rumor with the show being canceled. Yeah, okay. Number one, Buttercup. It's just that the people, they ain't got the time on their hands that the Garbage Pail Kids got. That's all. Yeah, it was. It is. Was and is, okay? That's all, because, you know. That's even like I said, what she did with the Anthony lawsuit and the whole falling out with who knew. I told y'all that the bitch was basically trying to tell them once she put that comment in the chat, talk about, oh, I'm out, and did the little hand thing with, the painting the nails emoji. She was basically telling them to unsubscribe from her. That's why she came back live the next day, made up some whole bullshit lie about being mad about somebody sending her scriptures, and then went into a whole dialogue about what she watched and what she doesn't watch. That was her, once again, promoting the Garbage Pail Kids to stop watching Who Knew. That's exactly what the fuck that was. She was just trying to do it in a sneaky, conniving, cunning way, like she's always done. She's always tried to throw the rock and hide her fucking hand. Because she can't be seen throwing the rock, because then that'll prove my point. She's never been a fucking victim. You know? But that's exactly what the fuck she was trying to do. And then gonna come live the next day with a whole fucking dialogue about what she don't watch, what she don't allow to serve her soul and people. But I thought she told the motherfuckers to stop sending her shit. But see, she caught herself in her own lie right then and there on live. She caught her own fucking lie. Oh, well, it's not. Well, y'all don't send me nothing. Y'all see how she tried to play? Oh, well, it was only one person. Now it was only one person. Which one is it? She contradicted herself in that motherfucking live. But that live was to come back and make it very clear that she wanted them to stop fucking with who knew. She sure did. That's why they had 5011 videos that next week talking shit about who knew. They knew what the fuck she was saying. That's why they followed suit. Yeah, yes. I'm so none. Baby, I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Who knew? Okay, 2 snaps in a motherfucking circle. Cause she damn sure stood her ground, and I'm glad she did. I'm so glad she did. Yo, she definitely be watching. She definitely be watching. Cause I really think that was a slide for who knew, and that was a dig at me. Cause I had to come out and drag her. Especially she was like, I just don't let it get in my soul. I really felt like she was talking about me then. Yeah, bitch. I know they sent you my live. I did. Talk about you on bitch. You watch. But I'm a ragtag and drag your ass any and every time you come back and say something slick. So you keep it to a minimum, bitch. She sure do. Melanie keep it to a minimum. She already know I will drag her ass. She always coming back talk about shit I done said in my live. Talk about she don't watch, but always got a fucking rebuttal for some shit I say in my live. Make that shit make sense. Okay. Okay. That part none. That's what I told you, baby. And who news live, right? The chick over, oh, Melanie's unbothered. She's not thinking about none of this. Da-da-da-da. And right under her fucking comment was a bothered Melanie. ButterCups, when I get my page stream y'all back, I'm gonna show y'all the receipt. I tell y'all that shit had me dying. I was like, ain't go your face, bitch, because she right under your comment, very much so bothered. I just thought that was so funny, yo. I'm like, oh, this bitch all up in who knew comment trying to brag about homegirl not being bothered. And then the bitch was right under the girl's comment. I still laughing at that shit. Oh, baby. Let's start from the beginning looking. I think I'm gonna have to use that from now on. Let's start from the beginning. That shit was hilarious. Oh my god, that shit was so hilarious, yo. I'm watching the. Oh my god, that shit was okay. Try to stir up some shit and flew the fuck up out of there and try to tell them in the same breath, unsubscribe, unsubscribe. Y'all know her favorite shit is unsubscribe. But Anthony got her ass. She won't be saying that shit so blatantly no motherfucking more. Anthony got her ass. I bet you her motherfucking ass won't be hitting that live button no more telling them to unsubscribe from. It came out. Ooh, baby. Hey, live with loyalty. Salutations, Buttercup. Baby. No way. And this how you know Melody ain't shit. Then the bitch try to use Bible scripture and quotes. Talk about this is why she hit her live button. Oh, she is a crash out, baby. She can okay and crash right out. She definitely got a crash out spirit. And then try to paint it like she ain't got one. Girl, I can't wait to show y'all. You know your girl had the screen recorded, okay? I mean, you know I had to screenshot it because you know they'll swear it's a fake millimeter, all type of. Oh, I'm so glad Hoodoo put that shit, put the motherfucking nail on the coffin with that bullshit too. She said, "No, it ain't no motherfucking fake slow meter neither, because I know exactly who they are, and they ain't no fake slow meter." Hoodoo said, "Bitch, you gonna stop playing with me." Baby, who said, bitch, you is not gonna play on my top. And y'all can get the fuck up out my comment with that fake millimeter bullshit when Melanie her goddamn self dumped down in the chat and made it clear that she had a fucking problem. Bitch, what the fuck? Yes, yes, she is the crash out queen. Baby, that girl will crash out in a minute. So we ain't talking about she's so involved. I swear, did she just do a live a week prior to that talking about how she don't miss the mess and came right back her ass out here and started a whole bunch of mess? Baby, that way that girl can never hold her fucking fake ass front. She always fucking backpedal pussy pop on her own fucking rhetoric. Girl, fucked around and found out that day. She sure did. She sure did living for me. She listen. She found out that day, baby. Who knew was like, y'all, nope, I ain't going, bitches. Go in, nope, nope, ain't doing it. But see, this is why I too think she messed up. She should have let the garbage pail kids go ahead and do her windmilling for her. It wouldn't have looked so bad. But it was the fact that it was her very own self that dropped down on Who News chat with that bullshit. Yeah, mess is the only thing that she can do to sell her products. Cause baby, you best believe she put out a code right after that. What was the code again, Buttercups? Cause okay, no, I can't, baby. Keyword, I ain't never took that girl serious at all. And I didn't know how half the motherfuckers did. But that's when I figured out it was a Ponzi scheme. You know, that's when I really started paying attention to it. It's a whole Ponzi scheme. And thank you for the receipts that came out to follow. Baby. I really think that's what really make them mad at me too. There's a whole bunch of receipts. Oh, oh god. Oh my god. I needed this laugh. I ain't had a good laugh. Okay. I haven't had a good laugh in a minute, but this baby. Buttercups, this shit, you can't make sense. You cannot make this shit up. But anyway, I'm just like, wow, they really mad at Wanda J. Blige for this old shit. Wait a minute, didn't she announce Shanita's World coming back? Now, now she ain't got shit else to do. She can finally focus on bringing that girl show back. You would think that's what they would be talking about, right? You know, okay, I'm just gonna say, all right, I'm gonna play devil's advocate, right? So if I'm Melanie and I'm Melanie, and you know, I'm a garbage pail kid, and if I want to drown out somebody that I feel like is a liar, a hater, blah, 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 you know, all that bullshit, right? So if I want to drown them out, why would I emphasize and send people to watch the interview that she do rather than I would be emphasizing that she said she bringing Shanita's world back. This is the shit we would be talking about. So we would be paying no mind to the outside noise. You know what I mean? That's what I would have been doing. Oh yeah, she bringing Shanita's world back. You know, there's been 50, 11 videos about her bringing Shanita's world back. No, they want to drudge up old shit. And then want to start from the middle. Ain't that the same? Hold up. Didn't your master already told y'all to start from the beginning? So why when it comes to the Wanda J. Blige situation, y'all want to start in the middle? You see how they move shit around? You see how they move the goalpost around, right? When it came to Anthony's situation, it was, oh, start from the beginning. When it came to Wanda J. Blige situation, oh yeah, let's start in the middle. Let's start with Wanda J. Blige reply rather than why Wanda J. Blige even said that in the first place, right? Yeah, you see how that never works out? It just never works out. Oh, they won an award for Shanita's World, a show that nobody's ever even fucking heard of. Okay. Okay. But who are they winning from? The same people that she won it from? Because I already told you I got the receipts on that too. I gotta get back on my old phone. I got the receipts on that too. That was a voted award that and a show that nobody's ever even heard of. Okay, that's why they only exist on social media. But you know. With that part, number one buttercup, ain't nobody watching that girl, including the Garbage Pail Kids, okay? Including the Garbage Pail Kids. Ain't nobody watching that shit. Mm-mm. I can't. Because I haven't never even seen no clips floating around. Didn't that girl have 2 seasons? She couldn't even get Shanita's World on Tubi, okay? Shit, she couldn't even get that damn show on Tubi. She was better off getting it on Tubi than another goddamn Rokia like stick. Buttercup, you gotta buy a certain TV to be able to watch Shanita's World. Oh, baby. Oh, that living for me. The way she let them listen, the way she let them drag her friend, her good friend, Shanita Foster, just for her to come out 2 months later and say that she praying for everybody, even her enemy. Baby! And that's the shit Melody do, y'all. That's why I'm like, ooh. I don't know how half them people around her. That bitch would have had to press charges on me from slapping the dog shit out of her. Bitch, you gonna stop playing with me. Okay? I don't know. I don't know. Good restraint. Good restraint. Cause I would have had that at some point hauled off and smacked the dog shit. Bitch, I would have smacked them fucking that neck. Yo, baby. The way I would have put some rings around that neck. You gonna stop playing with me, girl. She let them drag that woman, attack that woman's brand and business. Mind you, the same woman that sat down there at that girls' trip and tried to make it seem like Stormy and the rest of the cast was tripping off of the attacks and the monstrous and terrestrious things that the Garbage Pail Kids had did to them, only for them to turn around 6 months later and do the same exact thing to her fucking friend. Baby, when I tell you the way the universe be making motherfuckers eat their motherfucking words, Shanita Foster then started crying about her mental, about them trying to destroy and threaten to sue for them trying to destroy and mess up her business. But Shanita, wasn't you the same one that was just sitting down to the girls' trip making excuses for why it was okay? Right. See how that works, Shanita? Yes, call them delusional. Call them delusional none. Just for them to turn around and do the same exact shit to her ass. I mean, same exact shit to her ass. And she didn't find it so funny then. She didn't find it so okay then. Shanita was out here crying about her mental health and suing. And wait a minute, Shanita, you just said it was okay that they did that to them people. Yeah. That part none. Be building an argument against themselves. They do it all the time. All the time. All the time. I'm like, these people crazy. But they want us to be crazy with them, okay? They don't want nobody to talk about the inconsistency and the bullshit that they be saying and doing. Mm-hmm. But anywho, buttercups, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Like I said, I'm trying to make some movements out here. Because today is my baby's 21st birthday. So try to make some things happen. Hopefully, God willing, let's put it in the air, buttercups. We can pop the grill. Because it's gonna be 78 degrees here today, y'all. So we're gonna be chilling in the backyard with some food for my baby. I probably just get him a cupcake or his own little mini cake or something. Or I'll make it. I'll probably bake it. I don't know. That's why I gotta go buttercups. Yeah, Shanita World and Shanita Foster is two different people. Shanita Foster. Thank you, buttercups. Thank you. I make sure I tell them. And maybe I could get him to come tell y'all thank you later on. Um, But yes, so I'm getting ready to head up out of here, Buttercups. Hopefully we'll see about tomorrow. I'll see if I can make it to the Karen. Hey, Dima, salutations, beautiful. Shout out to all my Bush babies. Top of the morning to the Bush babies. Y'all make sure we got 47 in the building. Please hit that free 99 like button. Friend, are you still here? Thank you, Miss Eva Walker. Thank you, Buttercups. Yes, okay. 21 years ago today, your girl's wobbling into the hospital. Wobbling into the hospital to go have her baby. Her last little baby. So I officially have no babies, y'all. Oh, I just got grown men, little young men, grown men running around. Excuse me, wake up. A little dry. Thank you, y'all. Is friend going live? That's what I was gonna say. Is he gonna go live? Because I know he's gonna gag the whole situation. Especially since y'all woke him up with for some old shit. Not 30. I know you lying, aka. You don't even look like you got no 30-year-old baby. Our beautiful aka. She don't look a day over 25. Uh-huh. Yes. But all right, Buttercup, I'm gonna let y'all go. I love y'all. Just y'all, keep y'all head on the swivel. Stay on y'all square. And shout out to Wanda J. Blige. Baby, you still Wanda J. Blige. Baby. Shout out to you, beautiful, because you still get under their skin. Baby, they love to hate you, Wanda J. Blige. I'm going to call that a love-hate relationship. Okay, you going that lie? Okay. Thank you, Symmetry. Shout out to my beautiful Mod Squad. Hey, Sunray. Salutations. My beautiful Kishara's Kitchen. Yes, Buttercup. We're going to get ready to head up out of here. I love y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to my TikTok, because if we do grill, we're probably going to do it on TikTok, because I can play my music. We ain't got to worry about no issues. You know what I'm saying? My money won't get tied up and all that good stuff. But T, in the meantime, in between time, y'all make sure y'all go check out Giving You the Real T. Y'all know he about to gag. Friend, don't forget to have your raid be going out for the mutts, because you know they coming. You know they coming. Okay. You know they was over here too, but I set it up where they raggedy asses couldn't jump down in my chat and play them games. Shout out to all the subscribers. Shout out to the Buttercups. Listen, shout out to all my beautiful members. Shout out to the squad, all in general. Okay, shout out to the tribe, all in general. Yes, we are due for a cookout. So Buttercups, I'm gonna go try to work my magic, get us a couple of things to throw on the grill. Probably get my son like a cupcake or something and celebrate him, even though it's just gonna be us grilling Buttercups. He don't want his mommy to throw him no big shindig. And you know what's crazy? Okay, sidebar, right? So I only had one birthday party when I was little coming up, right? So, and you know how they say sometimes we pass our own traumas on to our kids, right? So because I was so traumatized from having only one birthday party, I made sure to throw my kids a birthday party every year from the time they hit one. And they so partied out. They don't want, okay. They don't want me to throw them another goddamn party, okay? But so I'm gonna respect my baby's wishes. I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. Go get him a little cupcake. We still gonna pop the grill because it's nice out. And you know, I know his girlfriend probably got something planned for them anyway. But all right, Buttercups, I love y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all Taco Tuesday, terrific Tuesday. Okay, take out the trash Tuesday. Shout out to Petty Hallelujah. Okay, Petty Hallelujah. Okay, okay. Shout out to him. Okay, that's where I got that from. Shout out to my mod squad. I know, y'all. Yes, we do love a long goodbye. Shut up. Shut up, mod squad. Y'all know I gotta give y'all a long ass goodbye. Okay. No, sir, Buttercups. I love y'all. Remember the what? Smile. Yes, Buttercups. It's the most simplest, kindest gesture that you can offer anybody. And it's a universal language. It don't matter what country you come from, what language you speak. Everybody understands a smile, Buttercups. And you never know how your smile might brighten up the next person's day. All right, Buttercups. Enjoy y'all Taco Tuesday. Make sure y'all are subscribed to my TikTok because we will be back later on the grill, grilling and chilling. Okay, Buttercups, grilling and chilling. This is gonna be our own little holiday weekend / me celebrating My baby turning 21, even though it's gonna be just us. Celebration. Okay, let's go, Buttercups. We gotta take advantage of this yard because I don't know if my next house is gonna have this nice yard. So we're gonna take advantage. Okay. All right. Love line butterflies. Mwah. I love you, Buttercups. I'll see y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to TikTok. Cause over there we can play the music and I don't got no issues. All right, Buttercups. Love y'all. See y'all in a little while. In the meantime, in the meantime, make sure y'all go check out Giving You the Real Tea and check out Wanda J. Blige interview with Bro Chat. I think Wanda J. Blige did an excellent interview. I really appreciate. I feel like there was so much more clarity in the situation, and I loved her answers. I believe she answered the questions in a truthful manner, in a more understanding way. And I appreciate that. So shout out to Bros Chat for having our beautiful Wanda J. Blige. Shout out to our beautiful Wanda J. Blige. And all right, Buttercups, love, light, butterflies. Mwah. And happy birthday to my baby, Gemini season. Happy birthday to all the Geminis. Mwah. All right, Buttercups, I'm out of here. Shut up. I know y'all dragging me in the chat. I don't even want to see. Y'all, but one thing my Buttercups gonna do, okay? They gonna drag you, girl, okay? So don't be getting so offended, Garbage Pail Kids. Everybody get dragged. My Buttercups even drag my ass, okay? And they rock with your girl, okay?